beside my colleague and say, this bill, the Healthcare Freedom Act, is the most important bill that we will deal with in this session. Now, I had many of my colleagues on both sides of the aisle in the Senate say, why are we wasting the people's time and money when the federal government has the supremacy clause and everything they do is supreme to what we do at the state? I said, you better go back and read your Constitution. I don't think that's what it says. And I think that it is my responsibility on your behalf, according to the Constitution, to protect your life, your liberty, your pursuit of happiness, and the gain of your own industry. Did you know that's in our Constitution? Go to Article 1, Section 2. It's my job description as elected senator on your behalf. It actually says that part of my job is to protect the gain of your own industry. All right? To me, that means you go out and earn a living, support your family, decide how you're going to spend your money on health care, whether you have it or don't have it. It's my job to protect that freedom, that right that you have. All right? So, the healthcare freedom is the constitutional battle. It is the line in the sand, folks. It could have been anything. I just think providentially this is the one. 42 states, 41 other states beside Missouri have some type of piece of legislation or change to their constitution. You have attorneys general from, I believe, 19 states now that are challenging this thing. This is our battlefield. This is what we have to fight right now. August 3rd is just the beginning of the battle. We're going to send a message to Washington, D.C. from Missouri saying, here's the line in the sand. You come no further. Come no further. I got to tell you, I've been serving in the General Assembly for 8 years, 6 years in the House, and my first 2 years in the Senate. If the good people of the first decide to send me back, I have only 6 years to serve you yet because of term limits, and we can talk about that issue all day long. But quite frankly, I think it's good to get some new blood up there every once in a while. I think it's good to have these people, these great Americans, these patriots that want to come down and serve in Jefferson City and Washington, D.C. And you can see how perverted the system is in Washington, D.C., and how corrupt and how corrosive it is by what's happening to our country and to our nation. So we can talk about term limits and whether they're a good thing or a bad thing. I happen to think it's good to have that turnover. But you know what? It's also important that we stay vigilant. Because we won't, I think it was Franklin that said, the type of government that we're giving you, madam, is a republic if you can hold on to it. Right? It's our responsibility to hold our elected officials responsible. And what I'm so excited about in the 8 years that I've served, I have never seen you, the people, so engaged. So engaged. And that's what we need. That's what we need. So it looks like I'm about ready to get the hook here. You need to stay engaged. This is just the beginning. But if any of your neighbors across the fence, anybody in the pew next to you at church, anybody at the grocery store, you get into these discussions, they say, what are they doing there in Jefferson City? They ought to be focusing on things that they ought to be focusing on. You stand firm and you tell them that it is the state's responsibility to protect your sovereignty. All right? And we will continue to do that on your behalf. And this is just the beginning. August 3rd is where it starts, not where it ends. Thank you, folks. God bless you.